That never gets old. I could listen to that song all day and it would be just as invigorating the last time as the last time of the day after 24 hours of listening to it than when I listened to it the first time. That's awesome. Anyway, today is going to be a really short show, really quick. The town halls. Let's talk about the town halls. If you can look me square in the eye and tell me that there is not a concerted effort to treat the former Vice President Joe Biden with kid gloves, then you have issues with reality. You really have issues with reality. He had a town hall meeting, and his moderator, softball, and I don't even want to know what Guthrie was thinking with regards to moderating a town hall. It was more of an adversarial debate. And, both candidates answered their questions, and the person that gets accused of lying a lot, it was the subject of being lied about. The Charlottesville misquote by Biden. We need to put that to bed. If you listen to the whole quote, he didn't he didn't say that there were fine people on the KKK side. As a matter of fact, if you actually listen to the whole quote, I don't need to go there. You can look it up. You guys can figure it out. Of course, Guthrie, the customary, so are you going to denounce white supremacy for the umpteenth time? He did. Okay, it's plain and simple. The fact is, it was just, it's quite obvious that we're going to have to trust independent media when dealing with these types of things. The age of journalism is kind of coming to an end in terms of the way we thought about it before. I don't have a whole lot of trust, not even for Fox News, and we just need to be able to talk about these things in a rational manner, because no one is all evil and no one is all good. We just need to understand that we're all human and we're all flawed. Which brings me back to the other thing I wanted to talk about. There's three. That was the first one was the debates, just kind of an overview of the debate, or not the debates. Well, for one, it was a debate, but the town hall meetings. The second is even more evidence aside from the laptop that was taken to the computer shop. There's additional information that's come out in the last couple hours. There's something that's going on with China, okay? There's something that's going on with Hunter Biden, and it's quite disappointing. And going back to the town hall softball, you can't look me dead in the face and tell me that if that information had come out on Donald Trump, that it wouldn't have been asked during those town halls. It's woefully irresponsible to think that that would be the case, okay? Where's the energy? Why are we hiding these things? Why are we accepting kid gloves on one side, bare knuckles on the other? Let's be consistent. If you're gonna rake someone over the coals, you rake both folks over the coals. Okay, plain and simple. Without getting into too much detail about the entirety of all of the allegations that were levied on Donald Trump, President Trump, let's just call it for what it is. It is very one-sided right now when it comes to the major media and how they treat the candidates. And finally, listen, President Trump, this goes out to you. You need to figure out this medical situation out. And what I mean by that is, and I know you've got some plans to talk about attacking healthcare, attacking the insurance companies, but you need to spell this out. You've already talked about including pre-existing conditions in your plan, and I respect that. That's fine, and that's good. Of course, the people on the left don't believe you, and the people on the left will have already lied about that, to including the last debate between the senator and the current vice president. But the fact is, be clear, and be clear now, okay? What is it going to be? And what's the plan going to look like? The insurance companies have already sucked on the teat of the ACA for entirely too long. And listen, if you guys are fans of the Affordable Care Act, and if it's done right by you, talk to your neighbor, because it hasn't done everybody right. Okay, whether it did, anecdotal evidence. Well, somebody had a pre-existing condition, and now all of a sudden they can get health care. Listen, the whole plan is a joke. It is nothing but a boondoggle for the insurance industry and the medical industry. Okay, that is quantifiably true. All right, and we can get into all that subsequent episodes, the specifics. But the other thing I want to talk about is something that a fraternity brother wrote me and asked me, why don't I do a show about how the GOP is friendly for black and brown folks. Well, without getting into entirely too much detail, kind of spinning off of what former Vice President Biden said about how the Latin community is a lot more diverse than the black community. In the Latin community, there are a wide variety of beliefs and different countries represented. Me being of Cuban descent, historically has been supportive of the Republican Party because of the anti-Castro and anti-communist stance, and some of that legacy still holds true with me anyway. But this deal with Ice Cube and the document that he produced a couple of days ago, a couple weeks ago, and now that he's talking to President Trump with regards to some of the things that he has incorporated into his platform as a result of talking to Ice Cube, you guys have a lot of hate in your heart if you're throwing shade at Ice Cube, okay? What happened when Ice Cube tried to talk to the Democrat Party? What happened? I'm waiting. That's right. He was told that they would deal with it after the election. So how many times have we heard after the election that they're going to deal with something? After the election. After the election. Come on. You guys got to give that up. Okay? And I know there's a lot of you that hate on Biden just as much as you hate on Trump. And your fight is that you're not going to vote for any of them. Okay? You're probably going to vote for Jorgensen or just you're going to abstain. Okay? But I want you to look at the platforms of each party and understand that one candidate has a history of actually following through with what he says he's going to do. Okay? With a few exceptions. Yeah, the tax deal, show the taxes, President Trump. Come on. But the fact of the matter is, he does follow through. Okay? Listen, I'm going to sign off because I promised I wasn't going to go much over 10 minutes because last night I went 17. Listen, like, subscribe, leave some comments, okay? And tell a friend. This is the Echo Chamber Assassin signing out.